throughout California, a battle is being fought.
I'm just kind of like the Lone Ranger out there in the middle of nowhere.
And on the front lines are the state's game wardens.
We enforce everything. Drugs, violent crime, stolen vehicles, poaching.
They're killers, they're taking our wildlife illegally, and we have to stop them.
Outmanned and outgunned, they face danger at every turn.
It takes one guy in a tent with a weapon to ruin your day.
Right now, the wardens take to the skies, capture a thrill-killing poacher, and bust a reckless hunter endangering more than just deer.
The arrow's in line with my daughter's room.
The potential to kill a kid, that's unbelievable.
All in their pursuit of wild justice.
We are the last line of defense, and without us, you have no wildlife.
While most people are driving home from work, the day is just beginning for wardens Beals, Martinoni, and Boyd. Tonight, they're on the hunt for deer poachers working in California's Tehama County. Poaching is the illegal taking of fish and game, contrary to local wildlife management laws. A crime of secrecy and stealth, poachers prefer to work under the cover of night. For deer poachers, the most common method of kill is to stun the deer by shining a bright light in their eyes. This technique is called spotlighting. For the wardens, chasing these poachers is a game of cat and mouse. But tonight, they have an added advantage.
The airplane's built in Italy, and the glass nose, almost like a helicopter, made for aerial law enforcement work and observation, just like what we're involved in tonight.
I'm stoked.
With an eye in the sky, the wardens are able to spot suspicious activity from the air and hunt these poachers on two fronts.
When you imagine the size of the state of California, all of us in the department are tasked with this huge amount of real estate that we have to cover. This tool provides us with the advantage over the guy that thinks he's going to get away with stealing resources. With the airplane, we can sneak around a couple of miles above them with night vision, and little do they know that what they're doing is being watched. We're looking for any alternate lights that are coming out the side of the vehicle, guys driving slow and taking advantage of the game that's out at night.
What's your 20? Yeah, I'm off your left wing, about a mile. Be advised, appears we have activity on Lance Valley. Copy, we're rolling.
You're looking out at a mass of blackness, you know, out in a forest. And so now you've got to figure out, okay, where is this person exactly geographically? And then the next trick is directing the ground crews in. And I often tell people it's kind of like playing Hot Wheel cars. You're sitting up there and you look down at these vehicles running around on the ground, and you're telling the officers, go right, go left.
Copy. Do you see a car in front of me? I'm getting a whole lot of dust. Okay, yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, there is a vehicle in front of you. Copy.
How's it going, man? State fishing game. How you guys doing? Let me see your hands. Show me your hands, please.
You guys drop anybody off back there at all?
No.
No? Okay.
Why don't you go ahead and turn the vehicle off and step out of the vehicle? What's your name?
Omar, sir.
Omar? All right, cool. You want to just hang out up there with him real quick?
You hunted today already?
Yeah, this morning.
Okay, and then you went back to camp, and then you left camp at 9?
Me and him, he came on the quad earlier, and he said there was a pretty good spot up here.
So you were checking out a spot at 9 at night?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know it sounds
with
bizarre.
With a rifle and rounds?
I mean, I see.
That you were going to hunt at the next day? You weren't afraid you were going to kick all the deer out? I'd go anywhere on the planet Earth, and I wouldn't go into a place I was gonna hunt in the morning and drive around. That's all I'm saying. Okay?
I see what you're saying.
You can just hang out over here.
Okay.
They've been drinking?
Got some beer cans in there. One's 18, one's 20. But they claim they have not been drinking.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys got any weed in the car? I mean, it kind of smells like it. Are we gonna find something in the vehicle?
Not that I know of.
Where's the weed at?
We smoked it all, officer.
So you smoked some weed tonight in camp, and then you left your camp with guns.
Yes.
And rounds.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, as you can see, I'm a little paranoid about this whole thing.
Brian, that's probably gonna be the weed.
A couple of Bud and a couple Swisher Sweets. Nice.
Can you tell me what you got at this point?
Hey, firm, we got two 2005s, some weed, good statements.
Okay, here's what's going on.
Yeah.
We're going to cite you guys for spotlighting. We're going to cite you for shining the light, working the light. We're going to cite him for having the gun while you are spotlighting.
I just saw hella guys just with flashlights and guns. Like, I'm like, oh, damn, all right.
The wardens find directions to the suspect's camp, where they believe more hunters have gathered.
We're gonna head back up to their camp and do an inspection.
10th warrant.
For game wardens, approaching a camp full of possible poachers is one of the most dangerous tasks they face.
We want to shock them with our presence, get everybody subdued and the weapons clear. So make sure everybody comes home and nobody has any holes that the Lord didn't give them.
Fishing game.
Okay, you got a weapon on your side? Yeah. Okay. This gentleman's gonna take it off your side. Don't move. You hear me? Yeah. Where's your guns at?
Before the wardens can search for any poached wildlife, they must first secure any weapons on scene.
Get your hands out of your pocket.
Hey, turn around, put your hands on your back. Listen, you're not under arrest, okay? I'm just checking for weapons.
Okay, everybody that's had their pockets checked, I want you guys to just sit down right here, okay?
You can go ahead. Just go right over there. Everybody out here, or you got people sleeping? On the tents?
These hunters are cooperative, but the wardens must now conduct a tent-to-tent search for any additional suspects.
When we come up to a tent, that's like the most dangerous thing out here. We can't see what's inside. There's this much plastic covering you, in between you and a stinking large caliber round. You just step out with no gun in your hand, okay?
It takes one guy in a tent with a weapon to ruin your day.
And everybody's got a gun in their tent.
Okay, you just need to come out. You dressed?
Okay, don't touch it.
You got shoes on?
Okay, step out.
Okay, yeah, just leave it right there.
You need to come out with your hands up. No guns.
Oh, go ahead and open the front of the tent with your hands showing. Go ahead and step out. Do you have any weapons in the tent? What do you got? When you come into a camp like this, there's over 30 guns here. They're all loaded. Rifles, handguns on the hips of these individuals. Everything's loaded. They got guns on the counters. They got guns in the cars. They're everywhere. So they have a lot of guns.
Now that the weapons are cleared and campers accounted for, the wardens can continue their investigation.
I'm making a formal demand to see any game you guys have taken. And what that means is you fail to show it to me, then it's a misdemeanor, okay? So has anybody here killed a deer? No. Negative. No. Nothing. No. You guys mind if we go through and just make sure we don't have any commercial deer operation? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Go ahead.
You guys just give us a second. I know it's kind of a crazy deal. You get all these people show up in the middle of the night, okay, but we're doing our job. And the reason we're clearing these weapons is so we don't get a bullet hole. Does that make sense?
That's fine.
I've had guys pull on me, so it's something I want to be cautious about, okay?
Okay.
All right, it'll just take a second. If you guys would wait here and just hang out, we'll clear the camp real quick and we'll be good to go. I'm looking for blood, hair. It's really common to find it right here. And there's a little bit of disturbance here, but it's sticky, and that blood is not sticky like that in that way. A lot of times it'll come in on the plate right here. You'll see blood come out and it'll drip down. You'll see it right there. I don't see any sign of that on this rig.
The nephews were lost. We've been waiting for them, worried about them. This is their first time coming here with us, and you said you guys caught them.
Yeah, they were out shining a light out of the truck, you know, spotlighting basically. And so that's where we bumped into them.
I see.
Okay? And so this is all part of our job to come back and make sure the camp is clear and there's no commercial deer type deal going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry for the inconvenience of the nephews there. You know.
Hey, it is what it is. People make mistakes. I'm not, you know, there ain't nobody here even in uniform that's perfect. Okay, so it's just one of those deals. You guys enjoy yourself, go out, have a good time, and hunt tomorrow, and hopefully you'll kill something.
Okay, well, thanks.
All right, guys.
All right.
Despite the dozens of guns on the campsite, there are no violations. But the wardens have more ground to cover.
Well, we've got confirmed that we actually have a violation of illegal night hunting. Basically, that's what we were looking for, and that's what we found. It's just amazing. This is one pinpoint little spot on the map of the entire state of California. You got to ask yourself what's happening on the other side of the valley, what's happening in Southern California right now, what's over, you know, north of us, you know, 40 miles. And you really start to get an idea of how big this problem really is.
The wardens of the 2230 unit are en route to arrest a serial poacher who has failed to appear in court for a previous violation.
Mike and I arrested this particular individual a couple weeks ago. There's 3 or 4 guys just drinking and killing stuff. They killed at least 2 does, and each doe was very much pregnant, like ready to give birth the next day. One had twins in it, and I think the other had 1 fawn. They're just straight poacher criminals, in my opinion.
Having witnessed the suspect's blatant disrespect for life and law, the wardens approach his home with caution.
Most law enforcement, there's always a gun in the room, but it's yours. With us, every person we talk to is gonna have a loaded gun. How's it going, guys? Fishing game?
What do you got on your hip there, knife?
Yeah, there's a knife.
Tell you what, just for my safety, can you take your hands out of your pockets for me? You guys don't have any weapons on you, right?
He still lives here, right? Yeah, he still lives here. He's not here.
Okay, so where is he at right now?
I have no idea where he's at right now.
So you guys with him when he originally got in trouble?
No,
And you just took care of your stuff, right? You just took care of it, and he's just not? What's his story?
He tells us he is. I don't know what he's doing. He doesn't tell me the truth.
You think you text message him and find out where he's at?
Yeah.
Don't say anything about game wardens.
Let me see that text before you send it, okay?
It's not my responsibility that he doesn't take care of it.
That's true.
It kind of irritates me, you know?
Yeah, me too. It irritates us too.
Getting ready to leave. Where would he be?
I don't know. I have no idea. Ask him.
Yep.
Where's Chances?
It's up off Highway 70, I think.
If you tell them that we're here, okay, I'm gonna arrest you for 148, which is resisting, delaying, obstructing the peace officer.
I'm not even gonna stay here. I'm gonna leave.
It's his deal.
Okay, so
Yeah, well, we'll just
what we'll do is I'll check his phone and to see if a number came from any one of your phones.
I don't want
Okay.
no trouble. I'm not gonna tell him.
Okay, good.
I mean, if
So-
he's not smart enough to take
I
care
keep
of his
telling him to take care of
fines,
his
then that's
Pretty much don't talk to me anymore.
No, I won't.
Hang tight here for a second.
Okay.
Guy's not here. 3 of his roommates were here, and they actually invited us in, you know, told us, yeah, he's not here, go ahead, look around. And they're kind of sick of his actions. One of the guys in there was with him that was originally arrested, and he's just doing what he needs to do and taking care of his court cases. And so the one guy's just not being smart. Apparently he's got a warrant out of Butte and a warrant out of Tehama County. Right now, we should probably just wait for him to come home. I don't think the guy's gonna run. He really has nowhere to go.
the wardens spread throughout the neighborhood. It doesn't take long for one of them to spot a car matching the description of the suspect's vehicle.
Can I get an RO on a California?
Copy.
Okay.
The vehicle registration was suspended on 10/22 of 2009. The 88 Ford to a Christopher Rob out of Chico.
Let's go arrest this guy.
Turn the truck off. Turn the truck off. Turn the truck off. Turn the truck off. Show me your hands. Turn your truck off.
Put your hands up. Get out of the truck. Hands up. Keep your hands up. Hands up. You been drinking?
Yeah.
You been drinking?
Yeah.
You just run that trash can over?
No.
Hands up. Let's go. Step out of the truck. Turn away from the sound of my voice. Away. Away. Okay.
Truck in the house. Oh.
How much have you had to drink, Chris?
Few drinks.
How many's a few? 10? 5?
5.
You shouldn't be driving, right?
Nope.
Are you drunk? Too drunk to drive?
Yep.
Call CHP.
Any weapons on you?
I got my knife back pocket.
Okay. Any pistols or anything like that?
Nope.
Okay, spread your feet apart. Okay, you're under arrest. I got a warrant for your arrest. I can smell alcohol on him. It's a pretty good indicator if he's bumping into trash cans, pulling up to stop in front of his house, that he might be impaired. He failed to appear on an original fishing game violation and went to warrant. All right, I'm gonna sit you in my truck. You're not gonna get sick or anything like that?
Nope.
Okay. Walk around in the front. The original violation, we caught him and 2 other people. They had shot 2 deer. They were female deer does. It was after the season. We don't have a doe season here. The does were pregnant. One was pregnant with twin fawns. The other was pregnant with a buck. That is a classic example of a poacher right there. So pretty serious stuff as far as fishing game is concerned. It's good to get him off the street, and I want him to learn a lesson from this. You know, poaching doesn't pay.
Okay, here's the thing. Granted, everything we shot was out of season. You know, I totally understand that. But there are so many deer around here. Yeah, who cares about it? We passed on 3 or 4 bucks, and we shot the does. And they're going, oh, they were pregnant, they were does. You know, they're making a big deal out of it. But freaking, I was brought up right. You use every ounce of meat. We're gonna take him, make him into jerky, and eat him.
Despite his crimes, this fawn killer thinks Fish and Game could have gone about their business in a different way.
They probably could have approached it better, like a little more, you know, hey, this is what's going on. You do this. Let's talk about this instead of making a big scene.
Had he just shown up in court the first time and taken care of this, we wouldn't be here today. You know, he has caused a huge snowball effect to happen, and he's in a lot more hot water.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Oh, thank you for helping out.
Hey, no problem. You guys be safe.
Yeah, same to you. It just doesn't seem like it's a big deal to him. Just no morals when it comes to fishing game laws and doing the right thing. And, you know, there's no excuse for that.
For Fish and Game Wardens, there are no days off. Even a holiday such as Halloween is fair game when it comes to taking down poachers. Wardens Beals and Martinoni are joining a special operations unit.
Okay, here's what we have. As with any SOU situation, plan on doing what you didn't plan on doing, and here we are. We didn't plan on doing this today, but circumstances arose earlier this afternoon. that we had to make the decision that we need to get a paper for this house and go in.
This special ops team has been surveilling a deer poaching suspect for weeks, but their cover has been blown. If they want their man, they have to move now.
We got a notification and we're flying out the door, and Halloween, this is probably one of the most challenging nights because of the children, so public safety and our safety is number one. Anybody have any questions, any concerns at all?
Ready?
Any search warrant is dangerous. I mean, it doesn't matter what the reasoning is. Any law enforcement that goes through a front door, there's always chance for any kind of things that happen. So anytime we go into something like this, it's a high-risk situation.
So we're gonna have looky-loos.
The suspect is not in the house, so the wardens search the surrounding area.
I got him on ground.
You're under arrest. Stretch your feet out for me right there, Skid. Right there, Skid. Stop.
Put your feet out.
I'm gonna read you to your rights, okay? You have the right to remain silent. You are not required to say anything to us at any time or answer any questions. Anything you say can be used against you in a court. May I have a cigarette?
There's quite a bit of meat in there, a bunch of fish and other kinds of meat. There's a lot of marijuana in there. Deer meat.
We got a crossbow and 6 bolts, 3 of them with broadheads, and then various fillet knives and skinning knives. Not too many people hunt with crossbows. It is a known tool of poachers. Not that every crossbow is illegal, but it's a silent weapon and it's easier to shoot than a bow.
Despite the evidence seized from the suspect's home, this poacher doesn't think he's broken any laws.
What's the deal? You know, I'm getting charged for some deer meat in my freezer.
Here's the reason why you're being charged with it. The meat that they discovered was fresh.
Fresh kill? This is bogus, man. Unless you guys brought some deer meat, that's the only way. Oh my lord, are you guys kidding me? You guys are planting stuff? You guys are some kind of mafia. Dude, that's bogus, man.
It was a success. We got a good case on the guy. I'm very proud. I mean, being a game warden, you have to be ready to roll, unfortunately, on a weekend or a holiday or Halloween or whatever.
You guys be safe tonight, okay?
And we're going to keep doing that until we can make some bigger dent in the illegal commercialization of our wildlife, because we feel it's out of control.
The season's first snow has fallen on the hills of Grass Valley, California. But a drop in temperature doesn't slow down poachers. Warden Carnow is responding to a tip from residents of an upscale housing community who have found several stray arrows outside their homes. He calls in Warden Brian Boyd for support.
Sounds like some dirtbags whacking bucks on this golf course, and we're gonna go ahead and head that way and see if we can give them a hand. Phoebe is ready to get it on. Are you not, Phoebe? Yeah, she's crazy.
Man, I can feel that ice. I'm sliding.
In the fight against poachers, wardens often work off tips from hunters and concerned citizens. From there, wardens rely on old-fashioned police work.
So what's the story with this lady?
There's supposed to be an arrow down here somewhere. She said there's a big old buck here, and they haven't seen it.
Hello.
Hey, Deborah?
Yes.
Yeah, Jerry with State Fish and Game.
Hi, Jerry.
Hey.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah, you too. You found an arrow.
Yeah, we reported it. We found it in our manzanita.
Oh, cool. Yeah, because we got a lot of calls of some other houses too. So,
Right.
So yeah, just show me where it's at.
Actually, my son Ryan is the one who found
Okay,
it.
cool. Ryan, Jerry. Yeah, nice to meet you. Well, show me where it's at, and then I'll go from there.
Yeah, it was pretty much just sitting here.
Okay, right there.
Morning. I picked it up, looked at it, and just left it back in there. That's when we called you guys.
I got you. No, it looks like probably shot right from the road there. And
yeah, pretty much it was a clean shot, just straight through.
Have you guys been seeing any rigs coming through, driving slow, burning out, hearing motors kind of come on and off? Any suspicious activity?
No, I haven't heard anything.
Okay.
Huh. Yeah, I recognize these type of arrows. Actually pretty expensive. You take one shot, I mean, this is like 25 bucks right here.
This family's concerned about poachers in their neighborhood, but deer aren't the only lives at stake.
The arrow, that's in line with Ryan's room, my daughter's room.
Yeah, that's the big thing. They're aware of that, but they just don't care. I mean, the broadhead's so devastating. I mean, I've seen what they do to a deer, and it is as much damage in the body of the animal as a .300 caliber rifle. I mean, it's amazing what these things can do. Imagine what it do to a human. So, totally illegal. I mean, it's illegal to hunt or discharge a deadly weapon, includes bow and arrow, within 150 yards of an occupied dwelling. So you got like, how many houses are within 150 yards of here?
All right, these
you
are
know,
pretty close.
and here you're looking at 30 feet. You know, so.
I just want to let you guys know that I appreciate it. Not everybody calls, and I appreciate you guys calling CalTip because, you know, we turn a lot of really good cases on little tiny pieces of information. Hopefully, we'll get this guy and bag him up. So I appreciate it.
Awesome.
With poachers firing arrows toward people's bedrooms, the wardens realized this case is just one miss from a homicide.
We know that this guy shot arrows and they've missed, and people just kind of willy-nilly shoot. Not only he's killing deer, but the potential for that person to kill a kid, that's unbelievable. I have kids of my own, and that just hits me hard. Whoa, watch out. Look at that.
It's like an ice rink, man.
We got to slip and slide. Hey, you must be Marie. I talked to the phone.
I
Yeah,
am.
Jerry, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Nice
Yeah.
to meet you.
Yeah.
You heard about the arrows?
Yeah. Just watch your step out there.
Okay.
I slipped and.
Well, we don't want that. The arrows over here.
Oh, right here. Right here.
Right here.
There we go.
Yes.
So then that.
Right there.
So that
And
came
then the-
right from here.
From that way.
Now look at this. There's deer tracks all over the place. Brian, this is the same broadhead as the other places.
Same number as 45, 60.
Same type.
Well, these are very expensive, aren't they?
Yeah, they're pricey.
Yeah, so I mean, they must be really hunting.
No, these guys are poaching. So have you seen any rigs slow down? Or
Well, yes, there was, I guess, a truck a few days ago.
what kind of rig was it?
I think it was at a Toyota.
Small pickup, may have been a Toyota, yeah.
Do you know what color it was?
Probably what? Was it
Darker color, black, red possibly.
Thanks, Maria.
You're
I'm
welcome.
glad you called.
You're welcome.
We got another place to go to, so we want to go check
Okay.
that out. And then,
Because this is wrong. It really is wrong.
no, absolutely, it's dangerous.
Dangerous.
And, it's not fair to the wildlife to kill them at night either.
Not at all.
But I really appreciate your time.
Oh,
Just
you're very welcome.
careful walking up this stuff again.
Karnow and Boyd have identified 2 similar arrows and reports of a suspicious truck in the area, but so far, no clear evidence of poaching.
Basically, right now, we don't have a dead deer. Or, the only violation we have now is trespass or hunting within 150 yards of occupied dwellings. Hey, you must be Bill.
I am.
Bill, Jerry, fishing game.
How you
Glad to
doing?
meet you. What do you got?
Unlike the first 2 arrows, this one seems to have found its mark.
Broke off on something.
See that right there, Bill? That's blood. So that went through an animal for sure.
The presence of blood means the wardens are on the verge of turning a simple trespassing violation into a poaching case. They turn to another member of the team for support.
Hey, easy now. Psycho dog right here. The dog is great because she helps me track people that I wouldn't be able to normally track, find items that are hidden in places that are crazy. Find it. Where is it? Go find it.
There's plenty of deer tracks, Ryan.
This place is like, look there, watch her. She's getting birdie right there. She's on something.
With their canine unit on a bloody trail, the wardens hunt for the one thing they need to turn this case, a victim.
Look there, watch her. She's getting birdie right there. She's on something right there.
Is this the one that's hanging out here?
Yeah.
Show me.
I mean, obviously he was poached. He was killed illegally. Didn't die of old age.
It's definitely seen better days.
Yeah. Did it tonight, huh?
Yeah, it's still sticking up.
But if we're able to catch who this arrow belongs to,
Yeah, right, yeah.
then they're going to be prosecuted for killing this deer illegally. And it's not fair, especially you're a hunter, right?
Yeah, right, yeah.
I mean, you probably travel out of state to go have an opportunity to take something like this, and here, right in your own yard.
Yeah, I know.
You know, jeez. Brian, check this out. There's a barcode. A date, manufacturer.
Like a born-on date or something.
Right. We need to check those other arrows too to see if this matches that. But this arrow is really similar to the arrows found at the other houses, and somebody's slinging arrows that bucks all the way around here. So it's got to be the same person. That's what I'm thinking.
The wardens have plenty of clues. Now they have to piece the puzzle together.
When we call the sheriff's department, let's see what kind of reports they have and then go from there. But I think there's a key thing with that arrow, with the date and that barcode. I'm really glad you came down here. I mean, this is awesome, especially with Phoebe. That's cool.
That's cool.
All right, dude.
Come on, dude. Nice buck.
All right.
Karnow calls ahead to the local sheriff to compare evidence recovered from a similar complaint.
Hey, Dan, this is Jerry. Hey, yeah, we got some pretty good evidence. Got some good arrows, and I think we can match some stuff up, but definitely want to match them with what you got or what you guys saw. So we're going to come down to your station and meet with you and go from there. I'll see you. Bye.
This is definitely a crazy caper. I mean, these guys went out, ready to rumble.
They had to have a lot of arrows, and they just like shot arrows in every which direction. I mean, shooting right at people's houses. I mean, that's just flaming stupid. Somebody's gonna get hurt. So I'm ready to like scale this guy's house tonight and bust his window in. I mean, I'm ready to go.
Somebody's out there shooting a heck of a lot of arrows at houses and killing deer.
The arrows Carnow and Boyd recovered match ones confiscated by the Sheriff's Department. With a vehicle description, they identify a suspect pulled over on a routine patrol.
That's right. I was just doing a regular patrol up in my beat, and I saw this Toyota truck up there, and I thought it was kind of suspicious, it being out so late.
What color was that, Rick?
It was a red Toyota truck.
Small pickup, may have been a Toyota.
Do you know what color it was?
Red, possibly.
As I approached, I noticed they had a bow on the passenger side seat. We later found out it was on searchable probation.
When I got there, I saw the bow in there, rangefinder, little VRS walkie-talkies like you get at Big Five.
That's got to be the same guy, dude.
I mean, similar vehicle, archery equipment, same area, same time frame.
Yeah.
At least enough for knock and talk.
Carnow gathers the wardens for a briefing on serving the suspect with a search warrant.
Thanks for coming out. This guy, Christopher, he has 8 felonies under his belt. He's a bad guy. Guarantee he doesn't want to go back to jail. He's a flight risk. He's a fighter. The thing that makes this really dangerous is that he's a convicted felon. You can count on there being a gun, and there's 3 pit bulls in the house. There used to be 4, but one of them got shot by Yuba County Sheriff's Department on another incident. So you can count on a loaded gun and 3 loaded pit bulls. Any questions? We got guys on surveillance right now, so now we wait.
After waiting through the night, Warden Carnow receives a call from the suspect's probation officer, confirming he is home.
Load up. We're going to the house right now.
With a search warrant in hand and confirmation of the suspect's whereabouts, Jerry Carnow leads the charge against the reckless poacher.
The arrow's in line with my daughter's room.
He's killing deer, but the potential to kill a kid, that's unbelievable. Yeah, this is the house on the left with that sedan.
Game Warden, hold it right there.
State Police.
Armed with the element of surprise, the wardens close in, stunning the suspect like a deer caught in the headlights.
We have a search warrant for the house, so just want to handcuff you for safety. Who's in the house?
My what?
Okay, how many pit bulls are in there?
They're out back.
They're out back? You guys check and see if the pit bulls are back. This is for our safety, okay? Because we got the search warrant, we just want to make sure everybody's safe. You got it?
Yeah, there's at least 2 dogs back there.
Hello? Hello, search warrant.
Inside, the wardens discover possible evidence of poaching.
Hello. Hello, search warrant. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Why don't you come on out? Anybody else with you in here?
No.
Okay, all right.
There's 3 or 4 arrows.
The arrows where?
Just marking down evidence. See if some of these numbers match what we've seized already. We've had matches, yeah.
I don't give a what it is. Put my keys away. Oh, right, like I'm carrying a weapon. Yeah, they're mine. I loaned it. Hell. Well, you're not getting my gun. My gun has nothing to do with my son.
Check that, make sure that...
Get that camera off of me. Get it off of me.
We're on public property.
Tell him to get that camera off of me.
We're on public property.
I don't give a You tell him to get that camera off of me now.
These are for archers. More of a natural target. As you can tell, he's been shooting at it a lot. Just look at the backdrop. And he's flinging arrows straight through here. Literally on the other side of this fence, you have an elementary school with kids present and a community track, school track. People will be present at any time. You get an arrow, he shoots, flings through here, easily kill a child or kill somebody else. Easily. I've never seen a school use as a backdrop for a target range. Talking about dangerous. This is about as dangerous as it gets.
Hey, Chris. Hey, Jerry. How you feeling?
My house is being trashed. You took my... I didn't do anything, man.
But you understand, we're doing a job. Our job is to protect natural resources and all that kind of stuff. We're going to make sure you have a hunting license.
This is just ridiculous. I'm trying to be cooperative with you, man. This is ridiculous, man. I didn't do what you guys are saying I did, man.
I found a whole bunch of arrows up in Alta Sierra and on the golf course that match the same arrows at your house. Now, why would I find your arrows in Nevada County in areas, one, in a deer?
You got my fingerprints.
Why? The arrows that were up there have barcodes on them and the manufacture date that match the ones here.
I don't understand what's going on here, brother.
Huh.
All right, so
well, I'm just trying to...
I'm not just trying to say I shot these deer that I didn't shoot, man.
This arrow has the exact identity of the arrows at your house.
So what, you take arrows from my house and you say you got them at... You took arrows from my house, you set me up, man.
No.
That's what you did do. If you took arrows from my house, man. You just told me that they're bought at Walmart, man.
I didn't say anything about Walmart.
The Walmart arrows, apparently the ones I have here. What the man? You're trying to put it on me. I didn't do it, man.
Okay.
I didn't do it.
I mean, there's a lot of reason to indicate that you did.
You can believe me, you don't have to. It's up to you, man.
Okay.
The suspect maintains his innocence, but his truck tells a different story.
That's a deer hair right there.
They found evidence of another deer in the back of the pickup.
Oh, in the back of his pickup.
Right.
Okay. All right. Hey, Chris. Yeah, this officer found deer hair in your pickup.
Are you the only person that drives that rig, or?
Yeah. Chris, if the DNA from that hair which is your truck that's registered to you, matches any of the other multiple deer and the arrows and the blood up in Nevada County, there's a significant issue there.
I'm lost I'm stressed out.
Okay.
Chrissy, will you come in, please? Chris is calling me. I'll be right there. Where's Christopher? He's in the truck.
Meanwhile, with her son in custody, the suspect's mother accuses the wardens of doing some poaching of their own.
I want to know what you took out of my room. No, I want to know what you took out of my room. Well, my pipe's gone, and it better show up. I smoked a pipe load last night before I went to bed. Did you look on the floor? Yes, it's not there. So one of your officers that was in my room stole it, and I want it returned.
Carol, I guarantee you that nobody stole it.
Bull, it was there this morning when I left.
Okay, I understand what you're saying, but it just doesn't happen with our officers. So.
Well, then you better tell me where it went.
Well,
because it was there.
Well,
And they can film me smoking and pipe load. I don't give a. You're a.
Here, Carol. Here, there's that.
Just get the hell off my property.
Okay, let's wrap it up and get out of here.
Yes, sir. This is a classic tweaker case. You know, guys out at 2, 3 a.m. in the morning, whizzing arrows through a residential area, trying to whack deer in the rut. And Jerry took the time to flesh it out and get to the bottom of it, and he made a good case.
When I test you today, are you gonna be clean?
I'm gonna be dirty.
You're gonna be dirty?
I'm honest with you.
Okay. For what?
Probably meth.
It's really satisfying that he's off the street. If he's out there poaching and also doing other crimes, that affects the general public, and he's created other victims of wildlife and also just public safety. How can that person have the audacity to have a shooting range right there next to the school grounds where kids were playing? I mean, that's a recipe for disaster. That was a classic case of good investigation for Fish and Game Wardens doing detective work and tying it in from the mountains to the city, and that's a really great benefit to the resources and people of California.